I'm not interested in coding. I'm not interested in coding, so you might have
Yeah.
already guessed it, right? So
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
like it's like very rare people who give CAT after engineering.
Yeah.
So I'm also one of them. So I'm thinking of writing CAT in like about a year from now.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it. I'm actually into finance. Like I'm also
Oh,
like looking for CFA and FIM kind of exams.
Okay.
nice. So you must be targeting our, alma mater, isn't it?
I'm yeah. They may not be
Right.
really knowing about it. Maybe Sumant, what we can do is
Ah,
we can
yeah.
introduce ourselves first and then we
Yeah.
can give it over to them.
Sure
Right,
thing.
guys?
Go ahead,
Sure.
Shubham.
Sure. I'll go ahead. Hello, guys. I'm Shubham Ranka. I'll just talk a very brief about my journey. Of course, exactly like you, I'm also an engineer by, I won't say by choice, but yeah, by virtue, I'm also an engineer. I graduated from IIT Gandhinagar in 2013. I was an electrical engineer. Then I ended up in some IT job doing some sort of shitty coding. I worked there for around 2 to 3 years, and that's when I decided probably that this is not really a sustainable thing for me. And I, of course, do not want to be in this place. And that's when I decided that okay, let's at least give it a shot for MBA. And that's when I decided to write CAT, went to IIM Calcutta, and completed my MBA back in 2018 from IIM Calcutta. And yeah, that's me. Sumant, over to you.
Uh, Thanks, Shubham. So, guys, I am Sumant Malhotra. I am Calcutta 2016 pass out, and just like Shubham mentioned this, and I guess this is a story of our generation. I too have done engineering in the past, and very quickly realized that this is just not what I want to do. Even though I got a dream offer after engineering, I said sorry, not happening. Within 3 months of joining the job, I decided that I'll change it, and I became a business analyst in the same company where I had a team of 5 people, out of which 4 were MBAs. I was the only engineer working there. This is just to set the context कि वो career की जब मार पड़ती है तो how does it feel and how quickly you want to get out of it. So the reason why both Shubham and I are emphasizing on these points is we have gone through all this. Okay, there is a reason why we are conducting this specific webinar here. Okay, we all know what it feels like. We would be able to relate to you. In fact, you would be able to relate to us. And the reason we are telling you all this in so much detail is we want you to know that any point of time, if you are feeling uncomfortable about something, feel free to ask a question. Trust me, we would have gone through it and we'll be able to guide you. Okay. So, not to make it too long, I have worked for more than 8 years now overall, and I've been into investment banking for some time. I have worked in digital advertising with Media.net, who's number 2 to Google only when it comes to contextual advertising. Currently, I'm a product manager with Khoros, and we build community products, but all that is boring stuff. Apart from that, I am also a career coach with Board Infinity. In fact, I'm a star coach with Board Infinity. I've been there for 4 years, and I've been helping a lot of students across top B schools in India and abroad in getting into product management or post MBA careers. So yeah, that's about it. Apart from that, we have a lot of fun in store for you guys today. So let's begin. Shubham?
Great. Fair. So just a quick check. How many fourth year students are here versus third year versus second year? Maybe you guys can just go to the chat box and comment which year are you in currently so that we can accordingly channel the session today. Okay. Good. Harsh, third year. Sarthak, second year. Others? Just a simple comment. Pranjal, third year. Okay. Great. So fair, I think you can just comment which year of graduation are you in currently, and I think thanks to Jarul for helping us conduct this session and stay connected with you guys. And I know for a fact that you guys are also having your semester exams, I think by next week or so. And kudos to you that you're still here in this session while you have a semester exam starting up. By the way, I guess your campus has not started yet, right? Or have you guys started going to the campus? Anyone?
Yeah, we started in hybrid mode.
Okay, hybrid model as in like for a few days you're going and for a few days you're not?
For important stuff, we come for classes, like regular classes, we don't.
Okay, fair. Cool. So with this, let's break the things and let's start the session. The session is, of course, about the MBA route, but it is not only limited to MBA. We'll also discuss all the other career possible opportunities you have. And at any point of time, you have any question, you just unmute yourself and speak up. Okay. But before moving further, let me just set some ground rules because I can still see no videos turned on. And I'm not very sure. I had this impression that NSID students are like pretty cool. I had a lot of my batchmates from NSID, and these people are like very, very cool, and they'll of course very much outspoken. So let me set some ground rules. First thing, ask question. You have any question, you just don't wait for us to stop. You just raise your hand, unmute yourself and speak up. Second, please turn on your videos. It's absolutely fine. Whether you're eating or you're working or you're not in good shape, that's absolutely fine. We will not judge you here. Trust me on this.
Well,
And-
look at us. It's not like we are any Gladrax model or we are all scooted up or anything. We're just chilling. Okay, so feel free.
Yes, precisely. In fact, we will be able to connect more with you guys if we can see you. Else we'll just be looking at the PPT, getting bored and feeling aged while speaking to you. So yeah. And of course, last thing, have fun in the session. You want to add anything to any point that we are saying, even if you don't agree to what we are saying, do not hesitate, unmute and speak up. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start. Before starting, I personally have this impression. So when me and Sumant were actually discussing to visit some of the top Indian engineering colleges, NSIT was that first option that directly came to our mind. The reason was we had a lot of our batchmates from NSIT who finally ended up into dream jobs of say consulting, McKinsey, blah, blah, blah. Right. So let's also check this fact that does it also hold true currently or not? So let me just ask you a question here. The question is, what is the maximum number of runs a single player can score in an ODI, assuming that there are no extras, no leg byes, no wide, no ball? And second assumption is that all the fielders are super intelligent. Okay. So I'll give you maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes to think over this and then come up with an answer and then try to explain your number.
Yeah. And please no Googling. I mean, Google karoge to.
Yes.
Shubham, on an average, how much time does it take to answer this question?
I think 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Whether you are answering right or wrong, that's secondary, but shouldn't take more than 15-20 seconds.
Yeah. AJ says 120 or something. 120? Are you sure? In an ODI, there are 50 overs here. Only 120 runs. आजकल तो 20 ओवर के क्रिकेट में बन जाते हैं इससे ज्यादा.
Yes, and we're talking about runs scored by a single player.
Yeah, one batsman. Imagine that there is only one batsman who's going to play. Okay, think.
Just think.
Yeah.
Give some time.
How would he maintain a strike balance where he gets to play all the deliveries in 50 overs? Think about that. There is a pattern there.
So even if you are not a cricket fan, still this is pure logic.
Yeah. Yeah, single player can't stand for long. Of course, we are not talking about the current Indian cricket team, but okay, Harsh says 200. Okay.
Guys, I'm not very sure how are you even thinking around it. See, we are talking about the maximum possible score and not the actual score that is scored by any batsman here. We are actually talking about a hypothetical case.
Yeah. Right? Think of it like a mathematical problem. Let's say you have X number of deliveries and you can make X number of runs per delivery. What is the maximum number of runs that can be scored? It's as simple as that. So Sarthak attempts it. He says 9,300. Whoa, so, that is 100, quite a bit.
Yeah,
Raj, 100, 500, 1,555.
Okay. 1,555.
Now we
okay.
have some closer answers. 1,000.
Yeah.
555.
555. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Others? Just try
Sarthak
something.
says 9,300. AJ says 10,800. Arnav also seems somewhere in the ballpark, 1,650. Interesting, Arnav. I
Good.
think I know what you would have done. Okay.
Yes.
Who else? Who else? Who else?
AGC is 10,800. I'm really interested in knowing how did you come to this number? AJ, would you mind speaking up and explaining how did you come up with this number of 10,800?
I don't think he is.
Okay.
I think he's going shy. It's
Yeah.
okay. See, guys, nobody's going to judge you on this. We are just having fun with this question. This is more
Okay.
like icebreaker for you guys. Okay.
Yes. So of course, this has got nothing to do with your MBA. This does not decide whether
Absolutely.
you are
Yeah.
eligible for an MBA or not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thing.
Yeah. Okay. So 300 balls, max run in an over is 36. Interesting point. Okay, AJ. If it is 36, that means that the batsman will not get to play the next over, right? He will have to change the strike. What does that mean?
Yes.
He can't really score 36 runs in an over and then come back on strike, right? Think.
Yeah, that's the hint.
What is
Now
yeah.
think back.
Right.
The
Yeah.
person who scored one 555, Raj, do you want to explain? I think you simply did. Yeah. Raj, do you want to explain this? 1,555?
Sir, 1,653. Actually, this is answer, sir. Yes, sir.
You have changed your
How did you
answer
get to it?
165.
Sir, yeah.
Okay.
सर 49 ओवर तक हर ओवर में 33 रन मार देंगे और आखिरी ओवर में स्ट्राइक नहीं देंगे उसको.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
Fabulous, yaar.
सही.
This is precisely the right answer. The person who said 1650, the only issue with your answer was the last over mein he can definitely score 36, right? वो 6 ball पे 6 छक्के मार सकता है. He does not have to rotate his strike. But until then, of course, the maximum runs is 5 ball पे 5 छक्के लगाएगा. Last ball में he'll not go for a single, he'll go for a 3 runs because we have to maximize the run scored, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be 49 overs tak he'll take 33 runs per over plus 36, and this comes out to be 1653.
Brilliant. Okay, so ये सब करके हम लोगों को क्या मिला? Is it, you know, us testing your quant skills for CAT? No, please, ऐसा मत सोचना, ठीक है? This is just a fun exercise, just to bring you guys out of that study mode into this PPT or, you know, webinar mode जहाँ पे we are all just having fun, ठीक है? We want you guys to relax. We want you guys to know this PPT is not going to be boring. This is going to be a fun attempt, and we want you guys to start interacting just like the way you guys did. Okay, and of course you can have fun like this. Like TNP says, we can write some sixers on wide or no balls also. You are absolutely right. There was a free hit in between which didn't tell you about. Okay, good one. ठीक है Shubham, चलो let's move forward. We are having fun. We have them on board.
Great, guys. So let's begin. Also, one thing, even if you're not very confident with English, it's absolutely fine. Hum log bhi desi, you can unmute and you can speak in Hindi as well. There is no
Yeah.
language barrier. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So
चलो guys.
fair. So see, this is the prime slide of your interest. Ki what are the different career opportunities that you guys would possibly have after doing your 4th year or after finishing up your graduation, right? Of course, placement to rehta hi hai ki, theek hai, if you don't end up somewhere, you will have Jarul, you'll have to be in touch with Jarul, who is the place rep, and then she'll have to make sure that you all guys are placed. Of course, you can be placed into your stream or maybe outside your stream. And I'm very sure that abhi bhi IT ka placements take the majority of the section. So it does not matter which stream are you from. You can of course go for the placements. But hota kya hai? Usually लोग 2-3-4 साल बाद placement करते हैं and then they realize कि यार नहीं, placements is not really my cup of tea because kind of jobs that you'll be doing will be slightly operational, manual, slightly boring. And that's when you decide maybe after 2 years or 3 years कि यार ये तो मुझे नहीं करना, I want to switch and I want to probably have a different career stream. And that's why we thought ki yaar, let us go and take the session right now so that you don't really end up wasting your 2-3 years. Okay. So first option, of course, placements. Depending on which career do you want to pursue, you can of course go for placement. Second is, yeah, I'm from CS and I really love technology. I want to pursue further studies in the same stream. Of course, if you're someone who belong to this segment, who loves their stream and want to specialize in your own stream, of course, you can go either for a master's degree from India, and for that, I think you'll have to write GATE, and go for MTech. MTech अगर इंडिया से करना है then it has to be the top IITs only, ठीक है, यही top colleges होते हैं, and for that you'll have to have an all India rank of say somewhere between 400, 500, 600, तभी जाके interview calls आते हैं, okay, and the exam is GATE. You'll probably write GATE for it. Another option is कि नहीं यार मुझे, yeah.
Is there a difference between MTech and MS in say computer science?
Yes.
Could you elaborate?
Sure. So I'm just coming to that. See, if you're talking about India, I think India mein you have MTech as a renowned and a known degree for doing masters. But if you're talking about say abroad, outside India, then outside mein they don't have anything like MTech, right? India mein you can have MTech or maybe MSc. But outside you will go for MS. So MS is that master's degree that is acknowledged outside India. For example, US mein you will have n number of other universities, top ones being Princeton, Stanford, Harvard, etc. Maybe Caltech, etc. Right? So you can target any of these universities, and they require, and they would give you a degree of MS. And for this, you'll have to write exams of say GRE, TOEFL, or maybe IELTS basis. What is the acceptance criteria of your respective college? I have done it because soon after graduation, I was absolutely clueless. I wrote GATE. I think I scored a rank of around 1100 or so, and I did not have any call. And because my undergraduation was already from IIT, so IIT did not really sound right कि बहुत ज़्यादा फाड़ कुछ है. So I was not really fascinated by it. फिर मुझे समझ में नहीं आया क्या करना है. I also took GRE and TOEFL. GRE में I think I scored around 330s, and TOEFL में score was on 120. It was 107 or 108. I applied to some universities, but साथ में मैंने CAT भी लिख दिया, and CAT was my preference, and that's when I decided कि MBA मुझे. So this is for someone who want to specialize in their own streams and want to really, and if you see someone doing the same thing, say 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, yes, MTech or MS can be your possible career options. Third, if you think कि नहीं यार मुझे गवर्नमेंट जॉब में जाना है, my father is an IAS, my father has been an IAS, मेरे बड़े पापा IAS है, etc. and then ठीक है फैमिली में चल रहा है, and then you also want to really serve the country, अगर उस टाइप की पर्सन हो तुम, then of course UPSC becomes your obvious choice. The only problem, the practical problem that I've observed is typically it takes, मतलब बच्चे जाते हैं तैयारी करने, it's not very easy. It's one of the most difficult exams in India to sort of crack, right? And hence ऐसा लगता है कि यार तुम जाते हो 3, 4, 5, 6 साल usually लोगों को लगते हैं, because I also remember my senior, he was my senior from IIT Gandhinagar. He took 6 years. He finally became an IAS, and he is now posted in a district called Banswara in Rajasthan. But it took him 6 years to finally achieve that. So now you can retrospect.
Yeah, and that is still not sure, by the way. Even after 6
Absolutely.
years, it's not a guarantee.
This is like
Raj
majority.
has a question, I think. Yeah, Raj, you have raised your hand. Question?
No, sir, वो first initially किया था, sir.
अच्छा, you can put it down. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Okay, sorry, Shubham, go ahead.
Sure. So of course, UPSC is like that cream option if you really want to go for government jobs. Other options are like SSC, Bank P वगैरह करना है तो उस type की exams तुम दे सकते हो. उसका level is slightly lesser than CAT. Syllabus is pretty much same. Competition is of course a 10x more than what it is for CAT. Okay. So ये हुआ. There may be some segment of students who are like, भाई मुझे तो अपना खुद का startup खोलना. I really want to be an entrepreneur. Of course, you can do it slightly risk taking, but if you have that risk taking appetite, you already have a business model in your mind, and you think, see, main thing for any business to run is what? Funding, right? And if you think you have a good networking, कि तुमको funding अभी मिल जाएगी soon after you sort of graduate from NSIT, please go for that. Ideally ऐसा होता नहीं है, and even people who want to be an entrepreneur, they do an MBA क्योंकि उनको लगता है यार MBA के बाद they will have a tagline, they would know business acumen. And that will help them to sort of discuss things, project things in some of the great vibrant manner, and pitch for a funding to the investors. So this is the next stream of entrepreneurship.
A question that gets asked by a lot of people who take this plunge is that यार हम लोगों को funding नहीं मिलती, MBAs को मिल जाती है, ऐसा क्यों होता है? So देखो यार, the way somebody invests money in your idea is not just basis of what idea or what presentation. They invest in the team. This is a lesson well learned by me and a couple of my friends who have tried our hands at something like this. ठीक है? My own brother-in-law is a huge entrepreneur these days, and he heads the company called Business. Okay. I've heard it from him directly because he wasn't a a typical big college pass out, and he told me all his stories where it was very difficult for him to get funding. While on the other hand, as soon as he brought in some MBAs, some top tier students as part of his team, suddenly things started becoming a bit easier. So he tells me from his own experience that people invest in a team, and when the team has a track record of excellence, track record of hard work, track record of being committed to the cause, then those people don't have all those deterrents to invest in you. They kind of believe in the people more than they believe in the idea, because ideas are cheap, execution is everything. Okay, so yeah, another place where MBA helps you. Go ahead, Shubham.
Great. Thanks, Sumant, for sort of pitching in. Another option after this fascinated idea of being an entrepreneur is doing research. If you're someone who really wants to, who is really geeky and who wants to do a PhD into it, then of course, yes, you can apply within India, or maybe outside India is probably more lucrative as compared to what it is in India. So yes, you can always write MS, TOEFL, and then try to apply for PhD as well. Okay. Maybe you in universities, all the universities that take for masters, they also typically have for PhD. For that, if you have good letter of recommendation, you have a good SOP, and if you have a great CGPA, if you have been an stellar person throughout your year, then of course you have a chance to bag good offers from PhD as well. Okay, and last and the much awaited stream is MBA, which I think at least most of the engineers, if they have to do something, they'll probably go for an MBA. So this has been the trend in India, and especially top Indian engineering colleges, for example, IITs, NITs, NSITs, DUs. यहाँ पे बहुत बच्चे निकलते हैं यहाँ पे, right? Hence this becomes the most lucrative option to sort of do. And of course, if you want to do it from India, you have MBA. जिसके लिए you will start writing CAT का exam. Of course, there are other exams like XAT, IFT, SNAP, and MAT for different other B schools. If you want to target any college outside India for an MBA, you can write GMAT, etc., right? वहाँ से directly MBA भी मिलता है. Also, there is a good field of MIM. MIM is basically Masters in Management. So universities like Texas and all also provide you a sort of Masters in Management. So it's a sort of MS plus MBA का amalgamation. Okay.
I had a question.
Yeah, Harsh.
Can we really do an MBA just after bachelor's, like from abroad? According to my research, I stumbled upon the fact that you need at least, say, on an average of 4 to 5 years of work ex.
Yeah, Harsh. So I think we just have a slide for it, and I think that would pretty much cover your doubt. So I'll just request
also,
if
I may add, also adding to Harsh's doubt, is it necessary to have an entrepreneurial experience? I mean, like, should you have a startup to get admitted in the top MBA universities abroad?
Okay, so I think we can. Yeah.
Also, is it necessary to have a finance background? I mean, should you have a work experience of working in companies like Bain, McKinsey, etc.? I mean, can you go from a tech company to pursuing an MBA?
Okay.
Very good question, Sarthak. We'll definitely answer this one because we'll tell you our experiences also. Okay. Shubham, just note these down. Let's take them to the next slide. I think we'll get all these answers there.
Yes. So Sarthak, just hold on to it. We'll answer all of it by the end. Okay. So of course.
Okay. Now let's ask this question from you guys. Okay, because everybody just hears this buzzword. Arey yaar, MBA karte paisa aayega. But let's actually ask this question. Why do you want to do an MBA per se? Okay? We just talked about many options and many alternative streams that you can do. But most of the people, they prefer MBA. Why? Because, oh, yaar, mera padosi kar raha hai. Oh, my colleague is doing it. My batchmate is doing it. Not legit reasons for doing an MBA. Okay. Let me hear it from you guys. Okay. What do you think is your motivation behind going for MBA? And money, हम लोग पहले ही लिख देते हैं वहाँ पे. ठीक है. Apart from money, what do you think an MBA will bring to you in your life? What value does it add? Go ahead.
It kind of gives you a head start. Like, say, if you want to reach a place, it would take a non-MBA a longer period of time, like 5 to 10 years more than what an MBA takes.
Okay, so
it reduces the time
start.
to
Okay, so career basically gets some sort of a acceleration, है ना?
Right.
Okay, what else?
I mean, the same thing. If you want to, climb a ladder in your career, if you want to become a manager or something, so
Mhm.
MBA is a good option.
It also helps
Fair
in
enough.
career switching. Like say if someone from various backgrounds want to switch
Yeah.
into say finance or HR or marketing, then
Yeah.
it's kind of a golden ticket kind of thing.
Very, very, very good and important point, Harsh.
Sir,
Brilliant.
peers, environment, positive environment, or maybe peers, good peers.
Yeah, good peers. Definitely. It brings peers as well as a lot of alumni.
Basically,
Right?
networking, right?
Yeah. What else? Think.
Others, please absolutely feel free to unmute and just speak that word that you're thinking.
Yeah.
The moment this word comes into your picture.
Nobody feels like, having a second degree is like a big deal. Yeah? 1 degree is not enough.
Or maybe marriage prospects are better if you
हाँ,
do.
obviously.
It
मैंने तो इसीलिए
is-
किया था.
ये होता है, trust me, and there is no shyness from this point.
Suppose you want to immigrate to some another country, so it gives you
Ah.
immigration points, right? Having a postgraduate degree.
Yeah, totally agree. Canada apply किया थी. So
Now
yeah,
Australia kind of places.
Australia. Okay. So yeah, so that is obviously there. Okay. Any more points? I can still, wait for a minute. Okay, so AJ says gives many different field of working and experience. Yeah, that kind of comes into the career switching part actually.
Correct.
Yeah, that's there. But apart from this, anybody, who feels any other point apart from this, any other value that MBA adds to your life? कोई
Also,
business
I'm not sure.
सीखने में interested नहीं? हाँ, Sarthak, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this point, but if you want to get into an executive role, the company requires you to do an MBA. I've seen people after 20 years of experience, if they are getting promoted to like a really high post like CEO or something, they do an executive MBA from universities before getting promoted.
Yeah, a lot of people do it. Absolutely fantastic point you just made. Okay, a lot of people do it, and there is a social factor behind it as well, which you would have already understood. But yes, that is absolutely true. People do executive MBA when they are being promoted or about to be promoted. Okay, we'll talk about that. Varun says if anyone wants to go into entrepreneurial side, yes, people feel that after doing an MBA, their prospects of getting funding as well as their understanding of how to do business also increases. That is why a lot of people before going or taking the plunge into entrepreneurship go for a traditional MBA. Okay, to change yourself, MBA helps in leadership skills. Leadership skills is definitely one of those points for which people want to get a second degree. MBA per se, some people who want to portray themselves as leaders, and if they can get a tag of a top tier Ivy League B school, definitely helps their chances to develop a business mindset. Yes, finally Ayush talks about it. I was curious कि ये कोई कब बोलेगा कि यार MBA is ultimately a business degree, तो business सीखने के लिए करते हैं. So yeah, finally somebody says that. Thank you, Ayush. Okay, I'm guessing there is maybe somebody else who is still being shy, but yeah, anyone else who wants to add anything to this list? We have a big enough list already. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, social status upgrade with the XD.
Great.
That is where the
That
marriage
point,
thing comes into the
marriage
picture,
wala
isn't
thing.
it, Varun?
Correct. Which is absolutely true. And trust me, everyone has it
Yeah.
at the back of their mind.
No, I'll be, lying to you if I say, yaar, मैंने सिर्फ पैसे के लिए किया था MBA. नहीं. I wanted to get married to my college sweetheart, and let's face it, yaar, we live in a country where this thing matters. I went ahead and gave cat thrice and finally got in, and then got married later on. Simple. Chalo, theek hai. So we have enough things on the board. All these are legit reasons, by the way. Okay, don't think for 1 second if money is my reason, maybe it's a bad reason. No. However, it should not be the only reason. That's the part we are going to emphasize in upcoming slides. Let's go ahead, Shubham. Let's talk about the what, why, and when of an MBA. Okay. typically when I talk about MBA to some of my students, they tell me, sir, MBA करने से फायदा यही लगता है कि पैसा ज्यादा मिलता है, वो उसके लिए ही करना है, करियर रोज चाहिए इसके लिए करना है. Nobody really talks about ये MBA करके सीखेंगे क्या. People just take it like a degree. It's like a feather on your cap. लगा लिया, now people will take me seriously. Let me tell you, it doesn't work that way, because the bigger college, the higher the expectation post college. I literally have faced those times in my career where people expected me to be, some magical creature coming out of an IIM, and they expected me to be, just 2 months into the job, and I should be smart enough to raise, my magic wand and make all those long organizational problems that have been there for ages just disappear in seconds. It doesn't work that way, obviously. So the point I'm trying to make is what the MBA will actually teach you is a lot of things, but more importantly, it will tell you a lot of information about the business theory and fundamentals of business. मतलब कोई ये भी नहीं जानता कि EBITDA क्या होता है, ठीक है? Basic stuff like, okay, how would you evaluate something, or which prospects of getting into a particular industry, bring you closer to actually starting a business versus what doesn't work, stuff like that. That is something what an MBA will actually teach you. And it has a variety of subjects in it. Okay? It is not just कि some people think accounting सीखते होंगे वहाँ पे तो सब, और क्या आता है MBA में, इतना ही तो होता है business. It doesn't work that way. You learn about strategy, you learn about operations. Accounting definitely है. I too dreaded it, by the way. Okay? You learn about how to handle humans. One of the biggest challenges that I think pretty much the whole Indian business industry faces is how to handle human resources. Interestingly, it's a resource we have the most of in our country, and yet it's a challenge to manage it. That's what you learn in an MBA as well. Okay, so you got to learn all these things, and then only you can actually step into the world out there today. Because if you want to rise up in your career, you need to learn. Okay, अब वो तुम MBA से सीखते हो या on the job सीखते हो, वो तुम्हारे ऊपर है. Okay, then let's come to the answer of why. I know you guys gave a lot of reasons. Let's talk about the things that we have written here as well. It essentially gives you a wider net of opportunities. Yes, simple. It can be through your alumni network. It can be through the placements that the colleges bring using their brand value. Okay, it brings you a lot of exposure to visiting alums, visiting faculties who are all gold medalists in their particular subjects. Okay, जब इतनी smart faculty होती है ना, you remain in touch with these guys, and some of them, I'm not kidding, हम लोगों के कॉलेज के प्रोफेसर आएंगे and tell you can Google it, they are the ones who are advising policies to the government of India. मतलब जयराम रमेश कॉल करके हमारे प्रोफेसर तो पूछते सर मैं क्या करूं, ठीक है? That kind of stuff. So when you have that smart people around you now, you kind of get to see a very different side of looking at problems. Okay, suddenly your vision becomes a lot broader. अभी तक तुम्हें लगेगा, when you get into that phase, you will realize, यार हम कितनी छोटी प्रॉब्लम्स के बारे में सोच रहे थे. Suddenly you start thinking in mega projects कि हाँ ये करेंगे तो ऐसा होगा. That change of mindset, that change of outlook is what an MBA can also bring into you. Okay, it brings a lot more nuanced understanding of the business world. You start kind of absorbing things in a different way. तुम सिर्फ headline पढ़ के भूलोगे नहीं. You start making 2 + 2 कि अच्छा आज ये ऐसा हुआ तो in 3 months probably that's going to happen. Okay, then comes the when part, which is I think a question everybody has. Sir, कब करें MBA? When is the right time to do an MBA? Can I do it right after my college? Can I do it right after my college from a different country? Can I do it right after my college, or should I take some experience and then do MBA? You guys want the candid answer? I did an MBA after working for 3 years. Shubham also has a similar story. Okay. In India, if you are doing an MBA, our advice, our single point priceless advice is do it as early as possible. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है? Do not try to work, for a few years and think कि यार वो experience हमें आगे चल के मदद करेगा.
Nothing.
You will learn all that in the job itself. ठीक है? Just try to be in that studious or student mode. फटाफट से कैट को निकालो and get into the MBA world as soon as possible. जल्दी से जल्दी ये पढ़ाई खत्म करो and then get into the job. Okay, एक ही बार में पैसा अच्छे से कमाना शुरू करो rather than 3 साल तक पिसो, फिर उसके बाद स्टूडेंट लोन लो अपने सर के ऊपर, कोई मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है, एक ही बार काम करना चालू करो and वो स्टूडेंट लोन भी जल्दी चुक जाएगा फिर तुम्हारा. ठीक है, and you will have a lot of life left in you.
Yes.
So that is there. Then if you are going for business school abroad, then there is a typical sweet spot. Just like somebody was mentioning that if you have greater than 48 months of work experience now, from typical fields such as consulting, IB, or some high-paced IT company, or if you have entrepreneurial experience, it helps. Okay? It adds a lot of value to your recommendation letters, your applications to those colleges. So yes, it definitely helps. Okay? Having said that, it doesn't mean it's the only way. It actually depends on the prestige of the college that you're applying to. Okay, so there is a chance that you can get colleges to accept you even if you don't have all these feathers in your cap, but it helps if you do. Okay, that's there. Shubham, you want to add anything?
Yes. So I think you have pretty much covered everything, and this also answers some of the questions that we have received from the students. Just to sort of add a few more pointers to this answer, guys, I'll just throw some stats to you. So I think me and Sumant, we both are graduate of IIM Calcutta. Okay, we both had 3 years of work ex. So I think the moment when I and Sumant, we both went for our MBAs, we had around 34 months of work experience, which is pretty much close to 3 years. Some student asked, sir, do you have to have some brilliant work ex into finance, etc., to do an MBA? Absolutely not. I was working with Cognizant as a developer. Then I switched my job to like a delivery, which is a company based out of Gurgaon. I was working there as a developer, and then I did my MBA. I had a lot of my batchmates who are from art stream, commerce stream, normal, or maybe people who had 2 years of gap, 1 year of gap in their education or maybe in the work ex, they are also doing an MBA. So nothing of it matters. Okay. One another stat that I wanted to share was around 50 to 60% of the students in a batch are freshers, which essentially means is कि MBA is not about कि work ex करके आओ. ठीक है. Ideally, like a very honest answer I'll just give you. People who have a work ex, they don't have a work ex by choice, but they have a work ex because they could not clear CAT last year. Most of the time यही हो रहा होगा. ठीक है. People who have a work ex must be having 2 to 3 attempts. So people start taking CATs right from their third year. जाते हैं CAT देते हैं. Of course, ऐसा तो है नहीं हलवा पूरी की पहली बार जाके तुम्हारा निकल जाएगा, नहीं होता ऐसा. It might happen if you have really prepped well. If you haven't सिर्फ जाके सीधा बैठ रहे हो तो नहीं होता है. ठीक है. People go there, percentile आता है, नहीं convert होता. Second time, slightly more serious, went, percentile has increased. 2-4 IIMs के calls भी आ गए, did not prepare for the GDPI, when they are really messed up in an interview and no convert. Third time, पता चल गया कि अच्छा ठीक है यार, we have to do all of these stuffs, prepare well for CAT, prepare well for GDPI, and finally convert it. So this is a very honest answer and a very honest experience which I've seen in a lot of students. ठीक है? So I think final conclusion is work ex जितना कम होगा उतना better है तुम्हारे लिए, because what will happen is, see, there may be some student A and a student B. Student A directly goes to say IIM Calcutta after his graduation from NSIT. Student number B works for around 2-3 years and then goes for an MBA. अब see, ideally ये जो 2-3 साल वो काम भी करेगा, he'll be at a package of what, 6, 7, 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs maximum, right? Then he'll take his education loan. He'll already be aged by like 3 years, and then both of them will be doing an MBA. And after MBA, trust me, ऐसा नहीं होता that if you're a fresher, तुम्हारा placement, your package would be less. Absolutely not. Everyone is at the same level when they are actually sitting for the placement. Okay, there are companies, in fact, like McKinsey, Bain, BCG, AD Gurney, Accenture Strategy, Deloitte Consulting, A&M, and so many other consulting, finance and marketing companies as well, which really pay you very handsome, and they in fact prefer people who are a fresher. For example, if you really want to target marketing jobs, freshers को काफी preference मिलता है. Same goes for consulting. Okay, in some of the areas like product management, if you're like really keen on doing a PM, of course some work experience help there. Okay, so this is,
and by the way, both of us are product managers, so
yes,
you know what we are talking about from experience.
RPMs, correct.
ठीक है. अच्छा, there is a question by Varun कि यार अगर ऐसा है तो then why IIMs give bonus point to work ex? देख यार, सीधी सी बात है, a person who is already studying, उसके लिए CAT prepare करके देना थोड़ा आसान है, and he can get marks a little bit easier, ठीक है, not a lot but a bit easier way as compared to somebody who is grilling for 12 hours in office and then studying also. ठीक है. इस वजह से, सिर्फ इसी वजह से, टू बैलेंस दिस आउट दे गिव सम बोनस मार्क्स. अब तुम कल को ये पूछोगे लड़की होने के एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट क्यों मिलता है, आर्ट्स का होने का एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट क्यों मिलता है, देयर आर ऑब्वियस रीजंस फॉर इट, राइट? सेम चीज यहाँ पे भी है. ओके, देन हर्ष asked how much class 12th and 10 marks matter in CAT. They do, they definitely do. ठीक है, in fact they matters even once you crack CAT, go into MBA and even apply for placements, everywhere these marks matter. इसीलिए बचपन में पेरेंट्स बोलते थे ना कि यार पढ़ाई करो, 10th 12th से लाइफ डिसाइड होती है, ये वो वाला टाइम यहाँ पे आता है. ठीक है, आई हैव सीन इट पर्सनली. ठीक है, so just like you know, Shubham has written on the screen, CGPA which is 8 plus, so in general you know anything which is 85% plus it's considered the green zone. उसके पीछे थोड़ा येलो जोन शुरू हो जाता है. ओके, सो दैट्स द थिंग. हैविंग सेड दैट, इस चीज को ऐसे मत ले लेना कि यार सर मेरा ना 10th में एक्चुअली 75 है स्कोर, तो मेरा तो मतलब पत्ता ही कट गया, आई कैन नॉट डू एन MBA एवर फ्रॉम अ टॉप कॉलेज. ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है, यू कैन स्टिल गेट इवन फ्रॉम अ IIMA. ठीक है, इट जस्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन 2 थिंग्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, हाउ डिड यू डू इन योर CAT. ठीक है, if you are a fresher, even better. ठीक है, IIMs they somehow love these freshers. मैंने तो ये देखा अपने एक्सपीरियंस में. If you are a fresher, even if you have a slightly lesser percentage in either of 10th or 12th, but you can make it up in the other, you know, 10th में कम है, 12th में ज्यादा है, वैसा भी चल जाता है. You still get calls if you have a good CAT percentile by top 3 IIMs as well. So ये मत सोच लेना कि सर एक जगह कम है तो आप मेरा पत्ता करिए. Do not think that. Okay. On top of that, even if you don't have all that, you know, starry background, it's okay. ठीक है, क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा, you will get into IIM, L, K, something like that. They are all very good IIMs as well. They are top IIMs. top 10 की लिस्ट समझते हो ना इंडिया में. They have very मतलब अभी थोड़ी देर में पता चल जाएगा. We have a slide specifically to prove this point. ठीक है, चल शुभ आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Great. So yes, I think there were a couple of questions, so we just thought to also present this slide. I would not spend much time because I think we have already covered pretty much all the parts here. So these are the top Indian B schools. IIM ABCL, of course. Here I think IIM Indore is missing, so IIM Indore is also in the list. Then we have colleges like SP Jain, FMS, of course, FMS Delhi, one of a top B school. Then XLRI, MDI, IFT, Nasimunji, and of course ISB. ISB is a B school which accepts GMAT का score and gives admission only if you have at least 2 years of work ex. Okay, and यहाँ पे 1 साल का program होता है. It has 11-month का program versus other B schools have 2 years का program in the normal MBA degree. Okay.
Yeah,
so
and double the fees also.
yes, fees भी रहती है double, but I think it's same because you're doing it for 1 year and वहाँ पे you are essentially doing it for 2 years. Right? And then other, of course, great USB schools, which I'm sure many of you would have already heard the names of: Harvard, Wharton, Kellogg, MIT Sloan, Stanford, Chicago, etc. Right? These are the top B schools which belong to US, and then these are some of the top B schools from UK and Europe. Okay, so if we see, most of the B schools are essentially lying in this Southeast Asia wala zone. Okay, so yes, just a list of top B schools in India versus abroad. And we have already discussed. So now you can decide which area are you really planning to settle down to. Even there are acts. हाँ, so I just wanted to make a point कि even ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर इंडिया से तुमने MBA किया है तो तुम बाहर नहीं जा सकते. Absolutely not. Even college placements होते हैं काफी where you end up getting a job in Singapore, in UK, in US, etc. Right? So you'll have ample number of opportunities if you do your MBA from a good B school. Does not matter whether you're doing it from India or abroad. It's just कि abroad में you have to have deep pockets because वहाँ पे fees will be somewhere in the range of 1 CR. India में it will be somewhere in the range of 20-25 lakhs. So this is the only difference. Yes, Sumant, you were adding something.
नहीं, मैं तो बस ये कह रहा था कि people would be taking screenshots of this slide.
Yeah, sure. You can take screenshot of any slide you want. No problem.
ठीक है, चलो अब आते हैं मुद्दे की बात पे. What does it pay to be an MBA in India? मतलब आपने सर अभी तक इतनी सारी बातें बताई, बट ये तो बताया नहीं कि पैसा कितना मिलेगा. ठीक है, ये जो आप लोग देख रहे हो ना स्क्रीन पे, what you're seeing right now on the screen are stats from last year, just out of pandemic. मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ, you can check it out. Okay, these are stats from last year and these are average. ठीक है, so मतलब एवरेज बंदे को भी you get paid this much, especially, you know, if you're targeting some really good kind of companies, then you can imagine the kind of money you will be raking in once you complete an MBA. Now imagine the jump that you get after doing a BTech versus just going for 2 years for an MBA. Okay, sure, you would have a loan on your head, I'm not denying that, but क्या कितने time में 3-4 साल बस उसमें you will get it back,
Yeah.
all that money once you have this career growth, and तुम्हारी income भी तो बढ़ेगी ना यार, 3 साल में एक बार तो कहीं और switch करोगे, तुम्हारा promotion भी होगा, all that. If you want to take these factors into account, you will realize that it's a fantastic way of moving up in your career faster. Okay, and earning more, you know, basically ROI का फंडा समझो यार, ROI जानते हो ना, return on investment. The amount of effort that you are putting right now in a college or versus later on when you get placed into a job, the MBA just brings you better ROI for those hours spent in a job. Simple as that. Yes, the work is stressful. मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, but it still brings better ROI per minute spent. ठीक है, that is why we emphasize that if you're going for MBA, go for it wholeheartedly. ठीक है, it does pay very well. Look at this, and I'm not even talking about the top colleges. Look at XLRI, look at SP Jain, look at I am Koshikode. That doesn't have that much of a difference, right? Yearly package is still above 20. It's almost 23, and that's for women students. Well, I'm not saying there is a disparity between them. It's just a stat that I could get from there. But the example says that, you know, those stats would have been kind of similar for men and women there, right? So you get the point. The average placement package from all of these colleges, the top 10 MBA schools in India, will still be almost in the same ballpark. You can just imagine the kind of jump you get in your careers once you get into any of these colleges. We would let this stat sink in. Actually, we'll wait for 10 seconds just for you guys to go through this slide and really get the full impact of it.
And also the average package is pretty much same whether you have 2 years of work, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or you're a fresher.
Yep.
So now you can do your analysis that when does it make more sense for you to go for an MBA.
Yeah. ठीक है, चलिए. So अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next slide will give you the, you know, पूरा फलसफा of this whole session. Sir, start कैसे करें? Sell तो आपने बहुत कर दिया MBA को, but कैसे, क्या पढ़ें, कैसे पढ़ें, ये सब तो बताया ही नहीं. Typical question, any guy, Suresh, general BTech guy. Let's see how we can help. Okay, the idea is to actually give you help for life, and that is where Prep Zone comes into the picture. Shubham, take it away.
Sure. Thanks, Sumant. So guys, this is where we guys actually come into the picture as a mentor, not as a teacher or a faculty, but more as a mentor. Okay. And I would just like to take this opportunity to highlight that why and from where did we start this initiative of My Prep Zone. So basically, back during my days, I was also an MBA aspirant back then. I joined Time. Okay, I was with IIT Gandhinagar. So back then, I think I joined Time Gandhinagar ka jo branch hota hai. Okay, with my third year. Placements were going on. I was like, ठीक है, Time का नाम मैंने बहुत सुना. I did not know कि MBA के लिए क्या क्या options होते हैं. What all do we have to do? So people just say कि यार Time में जाओ. You just pay around 40,000-50,000 and that's it. They will make sure that you go and end up doing an MBA. I was like, चलो ठीक है, उस time पे इतना knowledge रहता नहीं. I joined her, and that is where I started experiencing a lot of pain points. For example, वहाँ पे you just go there, you go and maybe attend the classes. वहाँ पे I started facing कि once I'm back home, I don't have any person to sort of call. If I have any doubt in my personal space, I don't have someone to call. I will have to note down these points. I'll have to carry forward my doubts to my next classes. And if my next classes is say only on the weekend, I'll have to live with that doubt for entire 6 or 7 days. And that's huge on me because I, as a person, I want to clear my doubts right then and there. I don't want to really stretch it further. So this was one thing. Second thing was I was actually sitting just like any other student in a batch of 50, 60, 70 students. And the faculty hardly even knew my name because this same faculty used to teach in around, I think, 3, 4, 5 different classes in a single day. So it's, of course, humanly impossible to remember and to recall every student. So every time when I used to go for a doubt, He had absolutely no clue about my level, about me as a person, and we just had to restart. So we just faced all of these issues. Second thing was, of course, I prepared for CAT, but then what after CAT? I had GDPI. Once I'm into a B school, I started facing a lot of issues. कि यार ठीक है, अभी तक तो I had mentors with me, but then what now? Once I'm into a B school, I had no one to sort of approach to. And trust me, MBA का curriculum actually में बहुत ही lengthy होता है, at least the first year. And when people say कि यार hardly सोने को मिलता है, and it's actually true. People hardly sleep for like 2, 3, 4 hours. They essentially go to sleep by around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, and then 5-6 baje उठ के they have some assignments, some deadlines to go, etc. etc. So these things actually happen in a B school. तो वहां मेरी फटी की यार अभी the first thing is the moment I'm into a B school, जाते ही within 10 days they'll ask you कि तुमको अपना CV बनाना है, you have to freeze your CV. And that's when people started really getting depressed कि यार I don't know how to make a CV, and my CV till now is not in a great shape. So if I have to submit my CV for placements with a condition that I cannot alter my CV later on, I really need someone who can guide me. तो वहां पे मुझे feel हुआ कि यार if there is someone, if there is a mentorship available who can help me, I think nothing better than that. उसके बाद I also wished even before entering into a B school, if someone told me that, hey man, because I am an average student, I had no clue कि मुझे finance में जाना है या फिर marketing में जाना है. I'm just going for an MBA. I do not know which particular domain would essentially interest me. So if there is someone, if there is a friend, if there is a mentor who could help me कि यार भाई देखो कंसल्टिंग में ये होता है, फाइनेंस में ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें होती है, एंड हु कैन एक्चुअली हेल्प मी अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक नुएंसेस ऑफ डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम्स so that I can make my career decisions in a much more better informed and effective manner, then nothing better than that. So with all of these pain points, we started this initiative of My Prep Zone CAT preparation. It says CAT preparation, but it is way beyond it. I'll just cover all of it in the next slide. Okay, and these are just some of the stats. So in the last 2 to 3 years, I think we have around 3,000 plus IIM converts, and this only happens because the team is so great and teacher per student ratio is like really, really low, so that the teacher is able to give personalized attention and mentorship to each and every student. Okay, so this is what I was actually talking about, right? So this prep zone is not really a pay and forget kind of model. It's not कि यार तुमने एक बार you just register here and then we would forget about you. No, it is basically more of a vision to sort of build a community of all the MBA aspirants as well as mentors. And hence, if you see, this is a typical journey of an MBA aspirant, right? He would start writing CAT. CAT के बाद क्या होगा? He will get percentile. So for example, I think 28th को we had CAT 2021 का paper, and people are still waiting for the results. Okay, results will essentially come by January 1st week. Then people will start preparing for GDPI VAT. GD is group discussion, PI is personal interview, and VAT is written aptitude test. Okay, क्या होता है VAT? एक टॉपिक देते हैं, you have to write on it, submit on it, and then that gets evaluated. Once this happens, you B school तुमको बताएगा whether you have converted a B school or not. उसके बाद क्या होगा? Once you are into a B school, of course, next the first thing that you'll have to do is you'll have to make your 1-pager CV, which means last 20 साल में तुमने लाइफ में जो भी किया, you'll have to write everything down in a single pager, and that pager will be given to the companies for the placements, and they will judge you merely on the basis of that single pager. So now you can assume कि यार मतलब कितना हेक्टिक होता है. तुमको पूरा लाइफ में तुमने 3rd क्लास में क्या महान काम किया, तुम्हारा अटेंडेंस में 100% था, you were a gold medalist in say class 7th, you'll have to write all of it. You'll have to filter points and write the brilliant points in your CV. And of course CV will be different for finance, will be different for marketing. So वो सारी चीजें करनी होती है, right? After that, of course,
not just that, for each point, ये जो तुम कह रहे हो ना 3rd क्लास में अटेंडेंस 100% थी, उसका प्रूफ भी लाके देना पड़ता है.
Correct. So trust me, we are not joking. Maintain a good relation in your college, because whatever points, once you are into a B school, and whatever points that you write in your CV has to be vetted in the exact verbatim manner. Which means अगर तुम एक लाइन लिख रहे हो कि यार मैं ये किया मैंने कॉलेज में आना पड़ेगा, कॉलेज का जो हेड है उससे तुमको रिटर्न अप्रूवल लेना पड़ेगा, and that approval needs to be sent to the placement team. तभी वो पॉइंट अप्रूव्ड होगा, वरना that point will be struck off from your CV. Okay, so yes, that is the level of CV work that you have to do once you're into a B school for your placements. Then of course placement guidance, counseling at any point of time. Once एक बार तुम्हारी जॉब लग गई, उसके बाद भी of course there are a lot of things यार कि यार I'm currently working in consulting, I'm looking for exit options into say product management, etc. So all of that comes with this prep zone solution, right? And that was our vision of starting something. It has to be very much personalized. Mentors batch size has to be very low. It has to be somewhere around 20-25 students in a batch, so that faculty can take only one batch at a time and can focus entirely on these students. And that was the vision with which this thing started. Okay, so in short, it's entire end-to-end MBA journey. Okay.
We have a pretty active community with that. Like, you know what? Let me actually show you something. Check it out, guys. I just pinged something on the chat. Okay. Check out the community. Okay. You will see that we have a pretty active group already on Facebook, and Shubham keeps posting a lot of content. ठीक है, अभी उसने already बोला क्या हुआ है, and उसके ऊपर he started getting answers, you know, posted on that community. In a few days, the whole paper would be there. Then interview experiences, etc., etc. All of those things, they start happening on that community. We have a pretty vibrant group, and people are there to help out. So check it out. Okay.
Yes.
Shubham, sorry, go ahead.
Fair. Thanks. So yeah, I think just to add to it, it is a free community where we try to help MBA aspirants with different events, different things. We just keep on conducting throughout the year. So of course, if you are an MBA aspirant, you may want to join the first group that's there. And for any details, you can always refer to the second link. Okay. So yeah, with this comes this thing. Yeah, ठीक है, sir, आपने इतना सारा ज्ञान तो दे दिया, but then how do we trust you? So of course, you cannot trust just the theory. You have to trust the stats as well, right? And when we talk about the stats, see, last year we had 150 students in a batch, and out of 150 students, 147 students had at least one B school convert from their dream offers. So just a quick fact, what is that percentage here? Can anyone just calculate the percentage? If it's 147 students out of 150, what is the conversion rate?
Kind of like, you know, almost our percentile scores in CAT, I guess.
Yes. Right, and ऐसा नहीं कि ये normal B school C like Great Lakes Institute of Management, वो सब नहीं था. Most of it were IIM, ABCL, XLRI, FMS, and ISB, which were the top B schools. ये सारे stats are already available on the website. So yes, you can go to the website, you can check it. These are some of the CAT results as well. कि last year, I think 99.5 plus 12% of the batches, etc., etc. So I would not really waste time on it. You can of course go back to the site and check on them. Okay.
Okay, so that is what we bring to the table. Now, I know that there would be a lot of questions right now in your mind. So let's begin answering some of, you know, a few of them. Okay, I've given you the, you know, link for the community. Anyway, Shubham will just click on this and they will just quickly show it to you what it feels like. In the meantime, let me actually answer one question, which I think Yash asked. Yash asked, should we go for an MBA immediately after college? If we are able to get a job of 20 plus LPS freshers after BTech, then does it make sense to go for an MBA? Totally depends on what your career priorities are, honestly, Yash. Okay? As we said, that is why we discussed the why MBA wala question earlier. Okay, is it just about the money, or are you actually looking to jump ahead in career? It's one thing to start earning 20 lakhs per annum. Okay, after BTech, it's a totally different ball game to go up the ladder of career. Okay, imagine, you know, 5 years down the line, where let's say 20 LPA, we would be what, you know, some associate or you know, entry level engineering job you will get after BTech. You will be probably a senior engineer 5 years down the line. मान लो, assume कर लो that you are brilliant, so you will get a senior engineer job. Okay, your package will you know, reach somewhere around 30. थोड़ा सा एग्रेसिव ले रहा हूँ, 30 के आसपास पहुंच जाएगा. ओके, मे बी बीच में तुमने स्विच भी किया होगा. 30 LPA के बाद देयर कम्स यू नो
स्टैग्नेंट
ये वाला ट्रफ. या क्योंकि उसके बाद करियर ग्रोथ के लिए पीपल विल स्टार्ट एक्सपेक्टिंग मोर आउट ऑफ यू, नॉट जस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ वर्क बट ऑल्सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ पेडिग्री. ओके, एंड वहां पर ये चीज बहुत काम आती है. यू विल लाइक, सर सीनियर इंजीनियर बहुत हो गया, नाउ आई वांट टू गेट इनटू मैनेजमेंट. लाइक you'll hire a manager from outside, don't have pedigree for it, wait for a, you know, few more years, 5-6 more years, then we will see whether we want to, you know, get you into a lead position, principal engineer position. Imagine how far the engineering manager job is from you. Similarly, if you had a engineering degree with you along with the MBA, the prospects become a little bit easier. It's a lot easier to convince those guys when you have a pedigree in management with you. Okay. All right. So Sarthak says, do you also offer services for GMAT and pursuing MBA abroad? Shubham, you want to take that?
Sure. So hi Harsh, or maybe I'm not really sure.
Sarthak.
Yeah. Hi, Sarthak. So see, the main thing is about GMAT preparation versus CAT preparation. Syllabus is like 75, 80, 85% same. It's just that the level of difficulty of quant is slightly lower in GMAT as compared to as compared to CAT, versus
CAT.
The level of difficulty of VRC is slightly higher in GMAT as compared to CAT. But I think since last 2 years, CAT ka level has also started becoming exactly like GMAT. So preparation here is more about quant, LRDI and VRC, which holds true for all the B school entrance exams, whether it's in India or abroad. And second part to it is writing SOPs, preparing for GDPI, etc., etc. So yes, all of that is also covered here. Okay. Does that answer?
Yeah.
Great.
Hmm.
Just some
Okay,
stats.
so the forum is open for question. Go ahead, Shubham. Go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, I think just one pointer that I wanted to highlight. See, the only differentiating factor with us is our primary vision here was not really to make or to print money out of it, because we already have or had a good stable job giving us good package, right? So the sole vision and the sole intent of starting this was to offer personalized mentorship, because in today's fashion, in like today's world, there are n number of other options available to an MBA aspirant. And only once he joins it later, he starts regretting कि यार मुझे ये नहीं मिल रहा, वो नहीं मिल रहा. So all of that pain point is what we have tried to give as an input factor to this entire initiative of PrepZone. And hence we try to focus a lot on the personalized mentorship. Basically, when I say this, the only thing that I mean is I become the personal mentor to all the students who join here, and at max we only take around 25 students in a batch. ये batch खत्म हो गया, then we directly say कि भाई अब तुम next batch में आना. This batch में we are absolutely full. We will not take more than 25 students. And secondly, it's not here when I CAT. So CAT 2015 is what I wrote. That time I think I scored around 99.66 percentile, and breakup was, I think quant mate was 99.7, and DILR में it was 99.96. But ऐसा नहीं किया CAT 15 दे दिया तो भूल गए थे. I graduated in 2018, and since 2019 I started writing CAT again. So I think last year I also wrote CAT, because see, it is very important for us and the entire team to get used to the pattern, right? Paper ka pattern har baar change hota hai. Back in 2015, it was a 3-hour paper. Last year it was 2 hour. This year also it was 2-hour paper. So CAT 2020 bhi maine likha. Luckily, I scored I think 99.6 here also. Okay? And this year also I wrote CAT, and I'm just waiting for the results. So the main point is people just are so much passionate about quant, LRDI, VRC that they really love mentoring and helping students. That's the point. Yes, Suman, we can take other questions.
Yeah. So there's a question actually. TNP asks, should I try for deferred admissions or go straight for an MBA? I did tell him that, you should go for it as early as possible. But his question is, what about the ISB-YLP, right? Should we go for that kind of a thing? Should we not go for it and rather go for some sort of a traditional MBA, something like that? Thoughts, Shubham?
Okay, so see, ISB is one of a recognized B school. It's not really a bad B school. It is in the likes of IIM ABCL. The only thing is, see, the major program that most of the companies really recognize about ISB is like their normal MBA program, right? So of course you can have a deferred admission in a sense that you can write GMAT, you can ask them to hold your scores and then give you an admit after 2 years once you have a 2+ years of work ex. But I'll still say, if you have options between say IIM ABCL versus ISB, I would personally choose IIM ABCL, because if you're talking about India, I think IIM is that tag which is more recognized as compared to ISB. In terms of placements, yes, opportunities will be pretty much same, but yes, in terms of status quo, if given a choice, any day I would choose IIM ABCL over ISB.
Yeah, I mean, if we had to go back in time and if we had to make that choice again, I don't think either of us would have made any different choice. We would have still gone for C.
Correct. Like if you have a call from IIM ABCL, close your eyes and just go there, man. There is no questions asked.
Pick any, doesn't matter. Just pick any. You want to, say, yeah, I am Ahmedabad. Go ahead, take that. It's okay. Top 3, almost the same.
Correct.
Okay. What else? What's a good CAT percentile that sort of has a clear path to get into the likes of IIM ABCL?
Okay.
Good CAT
Let
percentile. See,
me take this question, Suman.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, see guys, so every year I think we take around 100-150 students, and I'll just throw, so of course you can go to the website and wahan pe results hai, which will pretty much answer this question. But just to throw some stats to you, last year we had one student who had 98.9 percentile. She is currently sitting at IIM Bangalore. Okay, versus we had one student who had 99.98 percentile. He went to IIM Indore because he was rejected from IIM ABCL. Okay. So when you're talking about what is a decent percentile to get into a B school, there is no answer to it, right? Because first leg is get as high a percentile as you can, get a B school call. Once you have a B school call, then your percentile does not play any role there. What really matters is how well is your interview. So whether you had a 98 or you had a 99.9 or you had 100 as well. We have seen even 100 percentile students getting rejected from ABCL, and finally they have to settle somewhere like IMK or maybe MTI, etc. I'm not saying these are bad colleges, but of course, if you compare these to IIM ABCL, they have to settle up for these because they just mess up in an interview, right? So
Let me also, add. Sorry, Shubham, you were
yeah.
continuing.
So Suman, I'm done.
So let me add one more perspective here. Some people would actually be asking this question, as I feel, is कि sir वो सब ठीक है, but what percentile does it take to even get calls from these various colleges? तो वो part भी तो बताइए. I believe, and Shubham, you can correct me if I'm missing the point here. I believe that anything which is in the ballpark of 97, 98 percentile or more than that now, more than enough to get you calls from the top IIMs. Okay, and नीचे वाले तो obviously करेंगे ही call आपको, ठीक है? Mostly what I've seen is people, who have a percentile which is 99 plus. जैसे Shubham was 99.66, mine was 99.63 in my time, ठीक है? We got calls from top IIMs, ठीक है? उसके नीचे वालों के obviously आते ही हैं, most of them at least, ठीक है? And I think I was blessed and lucky that I converted IIM Calcutta, but उसके नीचे वाले भी मेरे जो थे, I converted most of them, right? It ultimately depends on which calls you can convert. एक चीज होती है calls आना, which will depend on the percentile, ठीक है? And it will also depend on your overall score. जैसे कि I think TNP also asked कि sir 10th, 12th college CGPA सब मिलाकर what would be the case? So yes, all those things will also be considered when they are calling you. Okay, it will depend whether you are a fresher. It will depend whether you have experience. Some colleges value experience more, uske extra points milenge. Some colleges not so much. Like I remember during my time, IIM Indore had a very strict preference for freshers. मेरे को IIM Indore से call ही नहीं आया था, but IIM Calcutta से आया था. So it's a funny thing. It's a funny way in which it happens. Having said that, if you are getting a call from any one of the top IIMs, top 10 IIMs or top 10 MBA colleges, it's still good. Focus on converting that. And 96 percentile पे भी IIM Indore कर लेता कभी बार call, ठीक है? So don't think कि सर इसके नीचे है तो मेरा तो पत्ता कट गया, no, ठीक है? So, but yeah, at least 96, 97 percentile is what we have seen as the ballpark in the past few years. Okay.
Considering you are general engineer and male, of course, if you are male, then you're given some bonus brownie points. If you are, of course, you all are engineers, so we should not even talk about engineering. But yeah, if you belong to any other category, ST, SC, OBC, then again, this cutoff reduces by at least 5 percentile points.
Okay. Deepak asks how to calculate percentile. Shubham.
Okay. See, percentile is basically the total number of students that are behind you. Okay, so which essentially means that, say for example, in a class of 100 students, your rank is say rank 2. Okay, you had a rank 2, which essentially means that you have 98 students who are behind you, right? So you have 98 upon 100, so 98 percentile is your final percentile. Does that make sense? Percentile is basically the proportion of students that are behind you vis-a-vis the students who have appeared for the exam.
TNB asks, do internships count as experience?
No. A clear no. It doesn't. It does help you in your GDPI rounds because you can of course talk about it. You can say how diversified are you? You have worked on these streams and sort of connect this answer to why MBA. But to fetch a call, internship does not count as an experience.
Some people will definitely have this question. I know पूछ नहीं रहे होंगे. Sir, CAT दिया, percentile नहीं आया या बहुत खराब आ गया. Should I try again or should I try for something else? ये भी तो हो सकता है कि I'm not even built for MBA. हो सकता है CAT is not my cup of tea. How do we know कि whether we should really do an MBA or not? So Shubham already अपनी कहानी थोड़ी बहुत बता चुका है. There are of course lot more details which he hasn't shared. But let me tell you my experience also. I gave CAT for the first time when I was in my third year. ठीक है? Third year engineering. ऐसे ही मस्ती में गए, सब कर रहे हैं, हम भी करते हैं, चलो. So a bunch of us from the same wing, we went for CAT exam. ठीक है? ऐसी मस्ती में कोई तैयारी नहीं, कुछ नहीं है, देख के आते हैं क्या. We gave that exam. Not to gloat or anything. 88 percentile आ गया without preparation. Like अरे सही है यार, 88 percentile coming without prep, थोड़ी इसी prep करेंगे, 99 पर जाएंगे, है ना. So next year I said ठीक है, I'm gonna prepare, and I'm going to prepare with my own brain. So I bought a few books from the market, talked to some people which books are good, ले लिया. एक test paper कहीं online मिल गया, ले लिया. Okay. Shubham, you are jumping to add something.
No. I can totally relate to this because I scored, I think 90 something when I was in third year. I was like, man, मैं तो IIT से हूँ यार, मचा दूंगा CAT में. I directly went to the paper, and then finally when I had that BA scorecard, man, 52 percentile in BA is what I scored in my first attempt. I was like, भाई, इस IIT से कुछ नहीं होता.
At least in your case, Shubham, what happened was your overall percentile was still better. You scored lesser in VA, right?
Yes.
In my case, when I gave my second attempt after preparing for 1 year, okay, after prep for 1 year, can anyone guess what the percentile would have been? Okay. You would be surprised. Any guesses? Okay, Varun says still 88. No. One more guess? Anyone?
70s.
कुछ zero मत बोल देना बस.
I'll guess
70s. Your guess is 70s. Your best guess is 70s. Huh? I actually got 66.72.
Okay.
I was so shocked and taken aback. I thought, यार नहीं होगा ये होगा ही नहीं, मैं पता ही नहीं उसके लिए. Probably I should try for something else. Okay. At that point of time, it was very difficult for me to actually take the next step and go for CAT one more time. I was like, भाड़ में जाए. We'll do it some other day. Maybe I don't even need CAT. Who wants to go for an MBA, right? कर रहे हैं, job मिला हुआ है, करते हैं ना. At that point of time, my family really helped me a lot. I got some motivation from my dad. Finally got some direction कि हाँ ठीक है, आप इस तरह से approach करो exam. Just like Shubham went to time, I went for Bear Juice. I did AIM-CAT papers. My life was a mess at that time, but I figured out my way. And the third attempt I gave without having any burden on my head. Like जो होगा देखा जाएगा, क्या है 66 से और बुरा कितना हो सकता है, right? Like you have nothing to lose, तो क्या का tension, right? So I went with that, and that is when it happened. Trust me, guys, I couldn't believe for a couple of weeks. Varun asked a very legit question: what went wrong in second attempt? Till this day, I believe that not having a good direction was what went wrong. I didn't know how to approach my CAT preparation. देखिए, the questions in the CAT paper are not some very high level tough Erudov physics questions. Okay? They are questions of 10th level mathematics and basic English. If you are given enough time, you can solve all of them. The problem is CAT does not give you enough time. It's a paper which checks a lot more than your analytical abilities. It checks your presence of mind, how quickly you are able to think on your feet, whether you are able to prioritize questions. कभी कभार क्या होता है ना, subject which is really beloved to you, उसका कोई मुश्किल सा क्वेश्चन फंस जाता है, एंड एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट PNC जैसा एटलीस्ट फॉर मी, जिसको आपको हवा नहीं पड़ती किसी चीज की, उसका एक लड्डू सा क्वेश्चन आ जाता है. नाउ यू हैव टू डिसाइड इन द पेपर, यार मैं इस पे टाइम लगाऊं या मुश्किल सब्जेक्ट का आसान क्वेश्चंस. Those kinds of decisions is what CAT tests you on. And वो डायरेक्शन, वो स्ट्रैटेजी, वो प्रिपरेशन जो है, उसके लिए यू नीड गाइडेंस, इसीलिए हम ये कर रहे हैं। यू सी माय पॉइंट? तो या एज आई वाज सेइंग, मेरे को 2-3 हफ्ते तक तो बिलीव ही नहीं हो, मेरे को लगा फ्लूक है यार, ठीक है, ऐसे कैसे तुक्का पड़ गया होगा। देन मेरे बाकी एग्जाम्स के रिजल्ट आने शुरू हुए, तब मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि नहीं, आई हैव एक्चुअली गेन्ड समथिंग, ठीक है। What I'm trying to tell you is, it is very easy for us to lose our path after having a setback. What CAT preparation did to me and what MBA in general did to me, it brought a change in me. I started, taking life, a little bit more seriously. And at the same time, I started feeling more dominant in my position. I was more comfortable being uncomfortable. समझ रहे हो? What Shubham was telling ना कि 4 घंटे की नींद मिलती है, सिर्फ मजाक नहीं कर रहा वो, वास्तव में you just sleep 4 hours. But trust me, in the college, you are in a fervor. You are in a mode जहाँ पे कि 4 घंटे की नींद के लिए भी वो struggle होता है, but you like doing that struggle क्योंकि आपको interest आ रहा हो रहा है उस चीज के अंदर, ठीक है? That's what trains you. Once you get out of that college, barely anything scares you in life. अब यही पूछते हो ना अपने आप से कि इससे बुरा क्या हो सकता है?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, guys. So we have just a few more minutes, and after that we'll wrap up. We all know sabko bhook lag rahi hogi and all that. We don't want to take any extra time, but Shubham will just tell you, how to get in touch with us in case you guys are serious about your CAT prep or MBA prep or any sort of help that you need career coaches for. Okay, Shubham already talked to you about Prep Zone. I am a freelance as well as associated career coach with more than 3-4 years of experience now. Thoda bahut main janta hu, that's what I'm trying to tell. Okay,
Yes.
you can reach out to us on prepzone.com anyway. Okay, by now you would have already seen our LinkedIn profile, so we are not kidding around. We have done whatever we have said. Okay,
Yes.
we are giving you our number so that you can reach out to us directly. And this is not our business number or anything where you get a IVR or somebody like a secretary talking to you. No,
नहीं,
we
उतना
won't
नहीं
waste time with all that. This is
It's
a direct
directly my number. Yeah.
our number. Yeah,
Correct.
ठीक है. You call Shubham answers. ठीक है. That's the kind of commitment we are bringing to the table because we really want to provide the help to you guys which we couldn't get in our time. ठीक है. उन जबरदस्ती के ना pitfalls में जाने की तुम लोगों को जरूरत नहीं, because we are here to help. Okay. So, any final questions before we conclude this call? Anything at all? बिल्कुल बेशरम हो जाओ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. एलम से ही बात कर रहे हो एक तरह से.
True.
हेलो सर.
क्या
Hi, Raj.
सर मिनिमम टाइम कितना रिक्वायर होता है? सपोज दैट मेरी क्वांट जैसे अच्छी मुझे लगती है और मैं मतलब रीजनिंग में मेरी मतलब मैं अभी प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ,
Okay.
बट मेरी इंग्लिश एकदम 0 लेवल का सर. तो कितना टाइम मुझे लगेगा? कैन आई गो फॉर 1 year?
1 year isn't, see, Raj, anyways, you will have to prepare for an entire year, right? Because CAT ka exam happens in the month of November. This year it was 28 November. Next year it will be somewhere by the end of November, right? So you essentially have the entire year. And even with, see, what we sort of advise to the students is, if you're able to spare 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis consistently, then you can achieve anything that you need. The only commitment that we need is 2 to 3 hours, जो of course ज़्यादा नहीं लगता है, but it has to be daily without a miss.
Yeah.
चाहे बर्थडे पार्टी हो, चाहे कुछ हैंगओवर चल रहे हो, 2-3 घंटे डेली निकालने तो निकालने ही है. That has to be there.
Yeah. Consistency
So
is key, guys. Yeah.
My days
Go ahead.
start from reading newspaper and day in reading books. So, but I think 1 month, मतलब मैंने 1 महीने से तैयारी की, बट कोई ज्यादा फर्क नहीं दिखता.
Okay, कैसे करी राज तुमने तैयारी?
सर मैंने स्टार्ट, जैसे मैं जनरली अभी न्यूज़पेपर से स्टार्ट करता हूँ और सुबह के 2-3 घंटे और शाम
Okay.
के मतलब रात में जब सोने वक्त मैं 1-2 घंटे बुक पढ़ता हूँ, नोवेल वगैरह. बट चीजें समझ में आती है, बट वो मतलब एक होता है ना फ्लो, वो नहीं समझ में आता. वो
Okay,
पता नहीं क्यों.
okay.
मतलब पहले
Fair,
तो मेरी
Raj.
थोड़ी इंग्लिश.
सी, ठीक है, तो देखो, पहली चीज तो मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि एमबीए करने के लिए तुमको इंग्लिश बोलना बहुत ही अच्छे से, इंग्लिश फ्लुएंसी इज नेसेसरी, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, राइट? जो पेपर होता है वीआरसी का, उसमें ये लोग क्या टेस्ट करते हैं कि तुम्हारा इंग्लिश समझने का नॉलेज कितना ज्यादा है, हाउ वेल कैन यू इंटरप्रेट what the author wants to essentially say, right? So if first thing, of course, reading habit has to be really great. You should be able to read faster and interpret well on what the speaker is trying to say. वो बहुत जरूरी. Second thing is speed. Okay, And the way in which we try to mentor students is, of course, सब चीजों के live sessions होते हैं कि for example we'll start with reading comprehensions, then we'll go to para jumble, para summary, vocabulary based questions, sentence correction, etc., like odd one out, etc., etc., right? And the main theme is you should have someone, तो इसीलिए हम लोग preparation जब कराते हैं तो it's a very small peer group, right? जहाँ पे daily exercises होती है. And what we'll do is we'll just give you an RC, and then everyone has to read the same RC, and then रात में आके सब लोग Zoom पे आके discuss करेंगे कि यार इस RC का मतलब क्या है. And unless you start discussing कि what is my interpretation, सिर्फ अगर तुम पढ़ रहे हो discuss नहीं कर रहे किसी से, if there is no one to sort of correct you and guide you कि यार तुमने गलत समझा है, इसका मतलब ये है ये नहीं है, then I think preparation is half baked. तो improvement नहीं दिखेगा.
Shivam, actually, this is a question which has been asked on chat also. We help. How do we provide mentorship via FB groups or something else? Maybe we can show them a quick video of your session that day, where you are helping people, solve a question.
Fair, great. I think we can do that. So I'll go to my YouTube channel, not mine. That
Just
is
a
our
1 minute thing. We just want to
YouTube
give
channel.
them a taste of what it feels like to be associated with us.
Fair. So it is a YouTube channel by the name of Prep Zone. And this is how different sessions are there, right? So this is basically CAT 2021 analysis. I'll just maybe take, say, one question from algebra. Will come out to be minus.
So you might need to share your screen, that particular screen.
Okay. I thought it's already shared. Let me share it again.
In the meantime, Ravagav asked how important is college internship. I'll answer that. Hold on.
Sure. So
Okay, this is the Facebook group.
Yes, this is
Go
the
ahead,
Facebook
Shubham, go
group.
ahead.
You can see a lot of activities happening day in and day out. This was my analysis on slot 1. I went to slot 1 CAT 2021. So when I'm saying we also take paper, we actually do it so that we can sort of analyze it. And then you can see a lot of other things as well happening here, right? And this is our YouTube channel. It is there by the name of CAT Preparation Prep Zone. So you just go to the YouTube channel. Here you will see a lot of demo videos as well. Okay, so I'll just open one of the video. For example, this is a topic of say functions or maybe algebra. And f of 0 kitna ho jayega? It will be -2 into 2, which is -4. So this is how sessions are held. So what we do is we basically make our own PPTs. Okay, in PPTs you will see all the content that you need, right from the basics, starting with sara concepts hoga, then we'll start covering basic level of questions, then we'll start covering advanced level of questions, and then we'll discuss it live on Zoom, right? So if you're talking about full-time batches, it happens totally online. Okay, by the way, I'm based out of Noida, so if someone just wants to meet and maybe catch up, feel free to do it. I'm based out of Noida only, so yes, we can discuss offline as well. But yes, batches and everything happens online. रात के टाइम में होते around 9 PM onwards. हफ्ते में 5 से 6 classes होगी for 2 hours a day, and classes happen on Zoom live होगा, right? Which means you'll have to, of course, turn on your video, you'll have to ask questions, doubts, everything right there. So I'm sure अभी तुम लोगों का like COVID classes was also happening in Google Meet or Teams or maybe Zoom. So in the similar fashion, everything happens on Zoom. PPT में sir tries explaining every concept, then some questions, and then you basically ask your doubts. So this is how regular classes happen. उसके बाद क्लासेस के बाद इट इज बेसिकली असाइनमेंट्स, एक पीडीएफ फॉर्मेट में एक असाइनमेंट शेयर होता है, यू सॉल्व दोस क्वेश्चंस, यू आर गिवन द आंसर की तुम अपना स्कोर कैलकुलेट करते हो, एंड देन इन द नेक्स्ट सब्सिक्वेंट क्लास यू स्टार्ट डिस्कसिंग योर डाउट्स विद द फैकल्टी मेंबर्स. सो दिस इज हाउ एवरीथिंग हैपेंस, एंड बेसिकली इट्स मतलब in a way it starts from I think December 7 is when we are trying to launch the batch 1 for the next year, but it lasts till the end. ऐसा नहीं कि यार बैच 3-4 महीने में खत्म हो गया then it's done. Absolutely not. उसके बाद we'll do revision, we'll do advanced workshops. So if you really want to know कि like what are the what is that level of advanced workshop, just go to the channel and you'll be able to see a lot of my videos. So for example यहाँ पे मैंने पूरा DILR के पूरे sessions, some of the sample sessions you can see 2 hours, right, 45 minutes, etc. So all of it is already there for you to see. This is reading comprehension, and these are the word of mouth from some of the past batches students. I am Ahmedabad, Blackie, Calcutta, 70 से 99 बच्चे कैसे पहुंचे, and their interviews. And these were the actual students who were there in the batches. What did they gain, etc. And you'll be able to see everything. ठीक है? Does that answer?
Some people are also asking about the fee structure for Prep Zone.
Okay, fair. So I'll just show it to you. I think it is quite economical. as compared to the big coaching. It is less than 20,000. It's not more than that, and this is inclusive of taxes. So you just go to the
we have
website.
actually done that comparison. We can show you that actually of what others are doing and what we are trying to do.
Correct. Yeah, I guess it was
Intent दिख जाता है,
somewhere
पता
there.
है? Intent दिखना चाहिए actually कि what we are trying to do versus what others in the market are doing, because we all went through the same thing. Everyone, they just hear MBA prep and everybody just, Arey bakra. We don't want that bakra culture at all.
Correct. So see, these are the different courses, right? So for example, CAT 2022 full course, basic to advanced with personalized mentorship and advanced workshop. Everything is this 19,000. Here you can just go to details and you'll be able to see every demarcation that you need. If someone only wants to opt for say कि भाई मुझे तो सिर्फ quant लेना है, those sort of customization is also there, because we don't really want to like कि भाई तुमको पूरा ही लेना पड़ेगा, जरूरत नहीं है तो भी. Whatever you want, you just take it. If you only want quant, you just go for quant. If you only want LRDI, if you only want verbal, you just take verbal. If you're someone who wants to really focus in your preparation, pure saal bhar, then of course, this is that full course. Other things is basically GDPI and etc. right?
Yeah.
So this is like
you can get all these details on the website. एक बार जाके देखो, you will actually find a lot of information there.
बहुत सारा content है. Like we have actually worked on this website since past 5-6 months. You can see all of it. यार 2018 में क्या results था, 2019 में क्या था, students के कितने percentile आए, with their name and pictures, सब तुमको यहाँ पे मिलेगा.
Some of them might even be your alums. Go and talk to them. They will tell you about us. हमारे बोलने पे मत जाओ. Talk to your alums.
Brilliant. And this is like those detailed testimonial. I think 200-300 बच्चों ने क्या-क्या चीजें बोली, सब यहाँ पे तुमको दिख जाएगा. Right.
Another question that has been asked is how important is college internship and involvement in college society work for interviews as such? Okay, right. Raghav, I'll take that question. In the meantime, Shubham is basically showing you that comparison.
Correct. So see, our batch front ये 40 भी नहीं है, ये 40 last year था for some of the batches. This year हम लोग और ज़्यादा personalized का plan कर रहे हैं. So this year it's going to be 25 to 30. And this is in सारे.
We have more coaches, so we can afford that.
Of course. And this is not कि भाई 3-4 महीने में batch खत्म हो गया, that's it. It's going to be a lifetime support, यार, end to end. MBA हुआ, GDPI is our flagship, which is currently running number 1. I've already showed you stats, 147 out of 200. Sorry, 150 students.
150.
Correct. 150. It's still hard to digest, Sumant. And these are the stats of the faculty. तो यहाँ तुमको मेरा सब पता चल जाएगा. जैसे मैं बता था CAT 2020, CAT 15, details, everything is here. Okay.
Let me answer Raghav's question. College internship and involvement in college society work for the interviews as such. Raghav, the way it works is in the interviews when you give for IIM entrance, they typically try to find out any quirks from your past. Okay? Now those quirks can be maybe you are the CR in engineering, or maybe you are the captain of your state team. Could be anything. So if in this particular point of your internship, they find something really awesome, they'll start asking you about it. Now it depends on you how well you present yourself in the interview, how you perform in that interview, where you able to answer their grilling and piercing questions, sometimes even aggressive questions, with composure and with style at times also. Okay, it totally depends on that interaction. मतलब मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा यार. When I went for IIM Cal interview, I was told that Cal के interview में math बहुत पूछते हैं, and Shubham and I are very different in that aspect. For him, his favorite subject is maths. For me, my worst subject is maths. Okay, I was dead scared on the inside कि यार maths पूछेंगे मैं तो हाथ खड़े करके वापस आ जाऊंगा. So I went with a strategy कि भाई, if they ask me what my favorite subject is, I'll tell them history. The way it happened was literally this. They asked me that, and I told them, sir, coordinate geometry. They're like, coordinate geometry पे अभी क्या पूछे? So then they asked any other subject. Sir, history. What do you know in history? I had those topics ready. So I went with a strategy. And after that, those 10-15 minutes of discussion were exactly how I planned it. This is what CAD will teach you, how to approach these weird scenarios also in life, where you have no clue what you will do when you are stuck, but you will still go with some contingency plan. That is what happened. For me, my internship, my college experience, it did not really play a role in the interview because I drove the interview in a different direction. Okay. If in case they would have asked, I would have answered as well. I was prepared for it. ऐसा नहीं कि I was not prepared, but ऐसा नहीं है कि they are going to ask only about those things. It totally depends on how you interact with them, what strategy they come up with, and what strategy you go with, how they play with each other. It's like a game of chess, honestly speaking. Okay. Deepak asks, sir, I have another degree that is arts from IGNOU. Apart from BTech, which one is better for me? Yeah, Deepak, it's a complicated question. Shubham, you want to take a stab at it?
I have another degree, arts from IGNOU, apart from BTech. Which one is better for me? Can I get more details? Like, you have 2 undergrad degree, or it's something else? Is it like 2 full-time undergrad degree, Deepak? Okay. Deepak,
full time.
Okay.
Full time, sir.
Okay. Two full-time degrees, right? See, of course, IGNOU BTech will actually give you that knowledge that you need to sort of prepare for MBA, and IGNOU will give you that sort of diversity wala factor. Of course, you'll have to put in both the things, and having an arts degree will of course help you to get those brownie diversity wala points. Okay. Was it something that you were trying to ask, Deepak, or did I get you wrong?
सर दोनों डिग्री ऐड कर देंगे सर.
दोनों डिग्री तुम ऐड तो कर दोगे, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि 2 डिग्री के एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं. तुम यही पूछना चाह रहे हो ना? ऐसा नहीं होता. वो 1 डिग्री का ही मिलेगा. अब तुम आर्ट्स डिग्री के अगर तुम अपने आप को पोर्ट्रे करोगे तो वो तुम्हें आर्ट्स डिग्री का थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट मिलता है एंट्रेंस के टाइम पे. समझ आ रहा है?
यस सर. सर ये मास्टर डिग्री भी हो गया तो ये भी डाल सकते हैं.
हाँ, मास्टर डिग्री का भी एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट मिलेगा.
मास्टर्स के तो एक्स्ट्रा मिलते ही, बिल्कुल.
ठीक है. अच्छा, TNP asks, out of the 147 converts, how many were freshers? शुभम, ये तो तेरे को ही याद होगा यार, ये मुझे नहीं याद.
Sure. So around 60-62% of the batch last year were freshers. Okay. So of course mix आता है. Usually class में भी batches का mix ही होता है, and hence we try to take classes in the night hours. 60-65% of the batch were freshers who converted. ठीक है. Out of 150 students.
Then Varun asks, Suman sir is also faculty in Prep Zone. Smiley. इसमें इतना शर्माने की क्या बात है? Yeah, Shubham, you want to answer that? You want me to say something?
Yes, I can do it. So Suman sir is more like a mentor here in Prep Zone, and by luck, like this is where networking helps you. Like me and Suman did not know each other until I'll say a couple of months ago, but now I think we have become like best buddies. कि रात में 11 बजे भी मुझे call आ रहा है Suman का, and vice versa. So yes, he is more of a mentor here. Faculty is here already, who would help you with your quant, LRD, and verbal, will help you with your overall mentoring, counseling, interview की preparation कैसे करनी. He is of course there as a GDPI mentor. So I think if you go here for the GDPI batches, you will see his name. So he'll come in the post CAT वाला phase. Okay, Varun?
And उसका reason भी समझा देता हूँ. I have interviewed, I think, more than 1,500 students in the past 3 years or so. ठीक है. And that is from various B schools. अब मैं इतने interviews ले चुका हूँ. I have some idea about what goes inside your mind. ठीक है. I want to bring my strength to the table, and this is absolutely my strength. इस वजह से we are actually strategizing it this way. मैंने बहुत interviews लिए हैं, GDs भी कराए हैं, but interview GD is where I feel my strengths lie. And honestly यार, time भी उसी हिसाब से devote करना है ना. ज्यादा से ज्यादा इंटरव्यूज लेने हैं, उससे तुम्हें ज्यादा हेल्प मिलेगी. When you have an experienced alum sitting in front of you, would you spend their time on interviewing and practicing mock interviews with them or something else? That's the point. ठीक है ना? But हाँ, apart from that, career counseling also I will be there. ऐसा नहीं कि अरे सर उनसे ही बात करनी थी, आपने तो भगा दिया वैसा.
अरे जिससे बात करनी, you can call us at any point of time. सिर्फ मैसेज कर देना.
The whole point we have been trying to prove here is कि this is going to be an affair where you don't have to feel so formal about it कि अरे सर आपने उनसे बात नहीं करा सकते, वो अलग सब्जेक्ट के सर हैं, वो अलग सब्जेक्ट. Nothing like that. इसका नंबर, Shubham's number has been given to you directly for a reason. We want to show that kind of commitment to you. ठीक है. I think Varun ने क्वेश्चन इसलिए पूछा, he visited my LinkedIn profile. Would have seen that.
Okay.
Okay, ठीक है. So one last question and then we will conclude because we are very, very, very much over time.
Yes, and I'm sure we all are hungry. At least I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other questions apart from this? Did I miss anything? Did I miss any question? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. Feel free to try it out, guys. ठीक है? एक बार if you want, check out the videos, check out a sample session also if you want. Just reach out to Shubham. He will arrange everything. Try it out for yourself. See for yourself if you are feeling the difference. ठीक है?
Correct.
Then take a call. कोई ऐसा कोई जबरदस्ती थोड़ी ना. We are here to just help you guys, and you guys have the right to try this out. ठीक है? चलो. Now I request you guys to यार एक बार थोड़ा
अच्छे से
VR
आ
करा
जाओ
दो, हैं?
कैमरे
Let's take a selfie. इतना शर्माने की वैसे जरूरत है नहीं. हम लोग भी ऐसे कोई सजे धजे थोड़ी ना बैठे हैं.
Come on, guys. At
open your
least this
camera.
has to be a memory, right? With us and with you
Yeah.
as well. कि यार 1.5 घंटा का इन्वेस्ट किया हमने, एक फोटो तो बनता है कम से कम. Right?
Okay. So, Shubham, you might need to switch into that mode where you stop sharing your screen and everybody
Yes.
becomes visible. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay. All right. So Raj is on board. Yes, Raj. Okay.
Good to see you, Raj.
Varun says thanks.
Deepak
Okay.
is here. Hi, Deepak.
Awesome.
Hey,
What
Varun.
else? What else? Huh?
Would like to see you as well.
Robin.
Hey, Robin. Dipanshu, Utkarsh,
Aja,
come on, guys.
Okay.
Hey, Saksham.
Saksham. Jarul.
Hello, Jarul. Finally, I got to see you. The place.
नहीं, Jarul actually opened her camera in the beginning. पता है? Then she saw कि यार और कोई open नहीं कर रहा तो why should I? तो उसके बाद she closed it again.
Correct.
ठीक है. चलो आ जाओ यार. ऐसा भी क्या शर्माना.
Come on, guys.
All right. Varun, Dipanshu, Utkarsh, आ जाओ यार. Utkarsh, I think is finding some technical difficulties actually. Shagun,
Ayush,
TNP.
Mohak, TNP meet.
TNP का तो इतने question answer किए हैं. I think
Raghav
he should
Bansal,
come.
is
Yeah,
this
there he
your
goes.
actual photo या ये कोई picture लगा रखा है तुमने? Raghav Bansal, it looks as if it's a static image. चश्मा के साथ.
Yeah, उसका swag है यार. क्या है?
TNP.
चलो. So we have a bunch of us online, ठीक है, and they have opened up their cameras. चलो भाई, ऐसा मौका दोबारा नहीं मिलेगा. Shubham, do the honors.
Yes, I think
Do this.
you are better with taking photos. So you do it. I'll just make sure
okay.
that we have a good pose.
Alrighty, guys. Okay, so everybody just say cheese and do this.
Cheese, come on.
Okay, and 1 second. एक बार और cheese. Alrighty, perfect.
Great.
Thank you so much, guys. It has
Great,
been an
guys.
honor and a pleasure. Interacting with you guys. You are one of the smartest folks of our country, and we hope the best for you in the future. Okay, feel free to reach out to us for any sort of help regarding CAT or in general about your careers. We are always there to help. That is the intent. Okay.
See ya. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Cheers, guys. Bye bye.